What's up, y'all? Spiritual Markets here back for another video, another live stream. Finally, okay. Video. Let me make sure. Okay, so I'm muted, so I can communicate to y'all and stuff like that. So let me mute my phone while I play the live stream. Okay. All right. So how y'all doing? It's been a while. I wanted to go live because I haven't been here in a while. I was gonna show Cam, but then I'm like, I don't know. But welcome. So today we're gonna be going through like galactic history and stuff like that. I have a specific page where it's this woman or this girl, whatever, that's called Debbie Solaris, and she does like Akashic record readings, and she shares different gifts with others, and she has like a page that goes through the history and stuff like that. And welcome Sharma, I didn't even know you subscribed to this channel. Welcome, actually. Welcome. But we're gonna be going through the galactic history and like some of the things that happened in the beginning of like our universe, our existence, in general. And yeah, I'm excited to share it because it's something that a lot of people don't know about. Not only that don't know about, but just don't have any reference. It's like a lot of people don't, be like, oh, well, this what happens. Like no one knows. But it's like this is something that's been like over and over and over and over and over again. So like it's something that like been guided towards, and it's I don't know, it's different, But welcome, K Sharma. Welcome so much. I'm glad you're here, and we're gonna go through some stuff here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my screen, and I'm gonna show you. Make sure my brightness was down for a second. But yeah, let's go through it real quick. I want to wait till some people get in here. But we're here, so we might as well add the stream. Here we go. And make sure y'all can see. So, all right. Okay, so y'all can see well. But welcome, Sharma. I'm glad you're here. We're going to go through some stuff, some history, galactic history, and stuff like that. All right. So, 1 second, y'all. Make sure everything is good. Okay. Share it to my friend real quick. Share. All right, there we go. All right, y'all. Let's just get into it. The history and see what's going on here. So, um, it starts with Lyra Vega or whatever. That's how it kind of starts. Okay, so this is how basically they say started off with Lyra Vega. We're gonna get into that, and we can debate about it. What you think about it and the information that was given. And see how you feel about the information. I feel like that's how we got to go about anything these days because it's an age of information, but it's an age of misinformation as well. If you're not careful or anything they tell you, you believe. And that's like the collective right now. Except for people who's starting to awaken now, but we want to get into Lyra Vega and see get into about what she says, what she speaks about it, and think how we think. I guess give our perspective on it and how we think about how it started or just this specifically. Okay, so we're gonna get started with. All right, so we have Lyra Vega. All right, so this is believed to be the first beings ever, like the first beings that seeded every extraterrestrial race in our universe. Okay, this is what's believed to be. Okay, so just take it what resonates. So exactly, let me scroll down so y'all can see specifically. So basically, they believe that it was a splitting of duality consciousness divine masculine, divine feminine. So they say the Andromedan galaxy is a divine feminine galaxy, or the divine feminine side of what split off from the consciousness, which is source basically. And they say that the Milky Way, the more masculine, divine masculine aspect of consciousness duality, and divine feminine. So this is what they believe split and created um existence basically. This is what they believe started everything. But the thing about it is, these beings, Lyra Vega, you scroll up, and I don't think these are specific pictures. They just give illustrations of what they see when they channel these beings. And it, I mean, I feel like in any ET race, they have different versions of them physically. So I wouldn't be attached to one specific view of how they look. I feel like it's just and whatever. But that's just what's going on here. So, all right, now. So they believe Lyra split from Source and to create like Source basically. To create their own experience, to create their own beings, to create their own world, and do their own thing. Still not like completely disconnected from Source, but as in like they wanted to create life like Source did. So that's what people are believing, and the information that's coming through on this specific page. Okay, so as well as something that I believe and I kind of got with me, that I'm a Lyra and I resonate with Lyra and Sirius, so I could be part of that lineage. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe I'm a Lyra and Starseed. But I resonate with Sirius as well. It just depends about how you go about things. But yeah, Lyra is one of the first beings ever to exist in the universe, to create like Source, to birth life like Source. And we could talk about the Lyra constellation, where they birthed, when they created their own planet and their own societies and their own, I want to say laws, because they all follow the law of one, the law of the universes, but they created their own culture and their own thing. That's like anybody. You can go to India, you can go to any place around the world, and each person or each type of people have different cultures, different beliefs, or different things that they go about. And I feel like that's duality. So above, so above, so below. So that's just what I feel. But we can scroll down. It says, splitting off into duality consciousness by Source exhibited itself physically by the splitting of the Milky Way from the Andromedan galaxy. Okay, so this is what I meant by the Milky Way being more of the masculine side of duality, and the Andromedan being more of the divine feminine side of the duality consciousness. All right, so it says, for this reason, I'll always call the Andromeda Galaxy the mother galaxy, because it basically is. And it says, during this time, the very first stargate in our Milky Way was created, the Antares, which is like an extraterrestrial insect race in the Scorpio constellation. Okay, so there is a stargate there. All right, but it says we'll get into more detail. And scroll down. So it says the Antares sections of this website module, but for the general purposes in this story, it was created to be a star portal that connected the Andromeda Galaxy to the Milky Way. And let's scroll down. So we don't have to get all this. So let's get to the Elohim, okay? Because this is what it is. All right. So this kind of speaks about some stuff too. The Milky Way and Andromeda Galaxy. So you got the Milky Way, the Omega Father God consciousness, and the Andromeda, the Alpha Mother God consciousness. All right. So the splitting of the duality of both consciousness, to both energies. All right. So yeah, it says one of the most well known of these oversoul group consciousness that kind of split off from wait, let me scroll up. Initially, the Galactic Sentinel, as the Grand Central Sun, or the Hunab Ku, was established in a location not far from the Antares system, an area between the constellation of Sagittarius and Scorpio. In this location, the initial star councils were established, which were comprised of oversoul groups, where the constellation and combinations off the splitting of Mother God and Father God consciousness. One of these, well known, one of the most well known of these old group soul consciousness became the co-creators and founders, or Elohim. This is I don't know why I believe I am one of the Elohim. I don't know. This is just what I feel. Okay, like I don't know, like where these thoughts came from, but they came, and I just started thinking about it. You know what I mean? Like I resonate with the Lyrans so much, and I want to know more about that. If I do have a history, I want to know more about that. I'm definitely a starseed. That's facts. I'm like super connected and super tapped in spiritually. So it's like I have to be. You know what I mean? So like some like I'm an old soul for sure. So I've been around the block a couple times, and 9 times out of 10, I could have been a part of the soul group or a part of the Elohim. We could talk about how Angelic Humanity literally spoke about this, and what if it's I think webinars or some type of live stream he does with Patreons, where he says we are the Elohim and we're the ones that keep coming back and back to kind of fix what we messed up from the beginning of the fall of Lyra. And literally, he talks about this. Like I would go to the video and like see it, but StreamYard audio is messed up. It's so messed up. If they would fix that audio, it would be amazing. Because like I can literally show you some parts, because this is not the first time I've seen this. This is not the first time I've heard of this history. So this has to be some truth in here. A lot of truth in here for it to be over and over and over again. Like I've seen a whole website where they talk about this. I've seen Angelic Humanity. I've seen, Yesha, the speaker of the time. I've seen this, and it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, everyone has heard of the Elohim, which is supposed to be the co-creators of literally existence on not just the 12D plane, but all the way down to 3. Like it's a lot of history here that we're not seeing. Not only that we're not seeing, but that we don't like understand, because like there's information that we have, but I feel like we see, like it depends on your perspective and how high your consciousness is. Because if you're at that high level, you see things differently. So we may see it as one thing, but the angels or spirit may see it as something way bigger or just way different than we see. That's the biggest thing about it. But I do believe I have some type of connection to the Elohim, or I am one of the Elohim, either one. Okay, but it says the Elohim, our co-creator group, decided as a group collective that they want to co-create just like Source. Like I said in the beginning, this is something that they want to do, is break off and co-create life just like Source. So it says they decided to start the experiment in the constellation of Lyra. Okay, for a couple of reasons. First, it was a star system located fairly close to the galactic center, or the galactic sun, whatever you want to call it. And 2, it has conditions most favorable for physical life. So you're talking about the Lyras, and people mostly see, the feline hominids, the Lyran lion beings, that people say it is the I forgot the statues in Giza, and that they said that these are statues of that this is a statue of a cat, or statue of a cat humanoid being. It definitely could be, but I heard some people saying it is a woman, because as we know, the divine woman is literally, you might as well say they're the creators. And I mean, even if you were that low-minded to think God as an actual person, it would be a woman if you was down there, because I feel like it birth, Source birthed everything. Even though these group of oversouls split from Source to create, I feel like just life and birth life is divine feminine energy, universe divine feminine energy. Source, it has both, because obviously it's split, but it's both and and together combined. It's a lot to think about. It really is. Like, it's something that you really gotta go with there, Norm, because you think about it, you'll be in your head over and over again about it, and that's the biggest thing. But you know, this is the Elohim. The Elohim is literally what birthed humanity's soul, who birthed humanity as a collective. So we can scroll down. Like I said, it's the feline races here that we was talking about. In the avians, we heard about the avians. We heard about these beings. And even some of the animals today were given to us by these higher beings, bro. And okay, so we have here the first two races were created in the Lyran star system, were the feline and the avian extraterrestrial races. So see, this is another thing. That's why I don't like StreamYard, because I want to go to a video where she talks about Lyra. She literally, Debbie Solaris talks about it in one of her lives. You can go watch her YouTube channel, Debbie Solaris. Look it up, because she uploads her Akashic record readings, and she go in depth about depending on the person, because I was watching one thing where this person was a Lyran, and she remembered a lifetime there where, when Lyra was being destroyed by the Dracos, being invaded by the Dracos. And she was talking about how just everything, just the experience, the lifetime, it was just crazy. It was amazing. It's just crazy how people can tap into these things so strongly and get a clear cut picture of their lifetime there, because it's a whole different reality than what we're living now. It's whole completely different. Another thing is I'm thinking about doing a podcast on the channel. So I'm thinking about converting video formats towards a podcast. Okay. And doing the whole podcast thing, the video and the mic is everything. That's what I'm thinking about. I don't know if I'm doing it on here or if I'm doing it on the actual podcast site, but I'll see. It's something I'm gonna be thinking about. Okay, but we have here, the first beings created was the feline avian races. Okay, so it says it was actually thought that the felines themselves were the co-creators invited here from to our galaxy from another universe by invitation from the founders, which are the Elohim. Okay, so when you talk about the Elohim is not a feline race. Okay, yes, some of them incarnated into feline races, but the Elohim are a group of literally oversouls, spirits that help create this, that help co-create life, existence. Okay, not just in the 12D, throughout our universe, throughout each dimensions. So yeah, it's a lot, and I'm gonna do like a part 2, because we ain't gonna be able to do everything today. You know what I mean? Like we gonna have to do a part 2 here, because it's a lot here. Like I can scroll up, like I told you, we can come here and listen. They have Lyra, the Lyra Draco War, Sirius, Sirius B, Sirius C, Pleiades, Orion, Arcturus. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. Like we can do this all day. So and just take everything with a grain of salt and think how you feel about information. Because I can go on Gaia and watch Initiation by Matheos Defanos, and it's like, where are the melanated people? Where you're not sharing some things, and I'm not saying everything got to show melanated people. It's not all about that. It's not about physicalities and things. But you're not going to tell me during this period of Atlantis and Lemuria there was not melanated beings on the planet, because that's all you're showing is other people, with in no shade, but lighter skin, which it doesn't matter. Skin, it doesn't matter. We're all one at the end of the day. But this person is showing lighter skinned people when there were darker skinned people. You're not sharing it all. And they advertising it too much on YouTube. I'm going to do a meditation, guided meditation, and you showing me something on Gaia. It's like they're pushing it too hard. It's like it's attached to like the New Age movement or something. Yes, some of it's some truth in there, but y'all mixing it with so many lies and bullshit. And Gaia got some good things on it. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's too much, but anyway, so it's a thing that was very interesting to me, but it says that they thought the felines themselves were co-creators invited here from another universe by, to ours from the founders. Said having successfully completed the universal game and completing their universe, a group of 45 felines volunteered to come to the universe to help set up and oversee the same game here. So, universal game, what is that specifically? That's the question. Because when they said that, I'm like, universal game. And maybe it's because we're not at the perspective to see it a different way, but I'm like, I don't know, universal game. Like, what do they mean by that? I feel like universal game is just existence, uh, like, and it's nothing that initiation talks about. It talks about expression, experimentation, integration, and I forgot the last one, but it's basically like death, which death isn't real. Okay, yeah, it's not. We're immortal, literally. But anything, the thing is that these things kind of resonate because I feel like you can go back to the beginning to like the existence in the beginning of our universe, of our time matrix, basically, and it's literally what I feel like that's the universal game. You got expression, which is life, which is the creation of our universe, the creation of the first beings physically, the creation of life. Okay, then you got experimentation. Experimentation is literally what we're going through now. Going through negative times, good times, learning, and bringing all these things that we learn, integration back into the whole, back into the self, and then we go to from expression, experimentation, and integration. And integration is literally bringing everything you've learned, experience, everything into the whole to kind of like. And I feel like after you that integration is literally integrating every lifetime, every incarnation, every bad thing, every experience, all these things. You're integrating into the whole, which is you. You're integrating back into you, and through the integration, I forgot you got it's not death, but it's like it's another word I can't remember right now, but it's basically the ending of that. You returning to source with everything that you learned, experiences, and everything. And I feel like that's the universal game, but on a universal galactic scale with every being in the cosmos, in the universe, in our universal time matrix. And I feel like that's this universal game that they kind of was talking about. But yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot where they talk about, what's happening. You can go about, okay, spirituality, the New Age movement. Why are we going through this? Why do we have to deal with these, Dracos and all these beings that's taking over this planet? And then you realize, wow, maybe why? Why do we have to ask why? Maybe the experience is for us to grow. Maybe the experience for us to learn, through our mistakes. Maybe this experiences happen so we can. So it's literally the climax of everything that's happened, everything we've experienced. It's a lot, and that literally plays a part in everything. Them taking over this planet and doing us the way they're doing us is helping us grow at the same time. Like, it's sad because they're doing our people so wrong here, and they're doing the collective so wrong. But at the same time, we're growing so much and we're evolving so much from that. And it's like, no, I'm not grateful for what you did. But at the same time, I'm growing from the things that I've had to deal with while on this planet. Because it's not Mother Earth. It never has been Mother Earth. It's been the influences of other ET races. Not the good kinds, but the negative polarity kinds that came here and tried to control, that tried to manipulate us as a collective. And their influences have literally basically damn near ruined what we had going here. Because we was literally on the way to ascension before they, obviously we had to go through integration. We had to go through expression, discovery, exploration, all these things. All these things. And I go on YouTube and I see, other people like Thai Spirituals, Spiritual Pharaoh, Spiritual Soul, all people speaking about things, specifically spiritual. I mean, Thai Spiritual. And he was like, well, it's some of our last lifetimes. We're in, and I'm like, I don't really believe that. I don't, because I feel like as a soul, there's so many other experiences out there for us to grow. I don't think it will never end. Obviously, we all at the end of the day return to source, but at the end of the day, I believe there's so many other experiences out there for us to grow as a soul. I don't think we can ever stop growing and evolving. That's the biggest thing about. That's the biggest thing. I believe we can continue to move, continue to grow, continue to evolve, and continue to have experiences that are meaningful. That's the biggest thing. And we can keep going down, but I talk about the aliens, the Lyrans, and these other beings that help create, the human soul, the human blueprint for us. You know, and these are the other beings, down here. So let's see, vegans, draconian reptilians. So you got different. These are the beings that are controlling things, bro. And it's not just the reptilians, because there's duality. So as above, so below. There are evil or negative Lyrans. There are negative. It's just like anybody on the street. If someone's bad on the street, or let's say someone's robbing a store, you think in higher realms there aren't people that are doing the same thing, that are robbing planets, invading? Like it's duality. Obviously, in certain higher realms, I believe, and it's something I just was to speak about. She was like, in 5D there won't be a duality, but I don't know how true that is. I don't. I believe there's duality in all things, because that's just how that's just how reality is. That's how reality is. If there was no, you can go with the Lyrans. Okay, we got the Lyrans here. They help grow and expand, but you have the Dracos. If the Dracos didn't come and didn't arrive in the universe to just literally destroy Lyra, to destroy Avalon, the planet in Lyra, we wouldn't evolve and grow to know how to create technology to defend ourselves. I feel like everything happened for a reason, bro. Like, I feel like everything happened for a reason, good and the bad. Whatever you see as bad, because it's a perspective that's making you see something as bad. This is why spirit, want us to see things from a higher perspective, because what we see things as bad is not really bad. It's really be blessings in disguise. And I was just talking about this earlier, how in the smaller sense, as an example, as a kid, you run around. Your mom said, "Don't run around." Boom, you hit your knee. You may see that experience as bad, but that's good, because it's teaching you not to do that shit again, so you won't bust your knee. I'm like, these experiences are helping us learn. They're helping us grow. So how can you see that experience as bad? Because if you didn't have that experience, you would just keep fucking up. You know what I mean? Like, you would just keep doing that shit over and over again. You wouldn't, that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing in life in general. And that's just what they're trying to see, is get us to see things from a different perspective. It's hard sometimes, especially bigger situations where it's things that happen to you, or shadow work you got to go through. Like, these are really serious things that you have been through in life. That it's like, oh wow, damn, like I've been through this, and my mom didn't treat me right, or this didn't happen, or these things affected me in a way. But at the same time, they're teaching you that yes, people has put you through bullshit, and you've been through certain things, but at the same time, they help you evolve and grow. Life is ever changing, it's ever evolving. So are you. So is life. So if you're not ever evolving, if you're not ever changing and learning from your mistakes, it's not meaningful. Period. It's not. Even if we was in 5D, I'm talking about higher dimensional realms, higher dimensional realities. You think we're not gonna make mistakes? Nobody is perfect, bro. Nobody is perfect. Nothing, and we're getting to a point to where we won't make mistakes like that no more. But duality, as above, so below, bro, and vice versa. It's the same difference. That's what people don't understand. But these are the different pictures they have. I don't, these are just illustrations of what she thought. So I don't take all these pictures as facts. Take everything with a grain of salt. That's just what you have to do, and just in general. So yeah, just take everything with a grain of salt. Um, and yeah, the Earth experiment. That's another thing. A lot of beings help create us, bro. We have a lot of different alien extraterrestrial DNA within us that they keep calling junk DNA. Shit, it's not junk DNA. Okay, the junk DNA is the shit that they got. You know what I'm saying? They had to, literally take our DNA and rape literally our being to get the coding that we had, so they can do what they want to do with the planet. It's like, nah, fam, we are the most powerful beings in the cosmos, and they know this for a fact. That's why they scared. They know we're awakening. That's the big, and then it's not just like, yeah, we're the human race. It's like, bro, we have so many other beings backing us up right now. You don't understand, boy. I'm talking about there's so many other beings that's literally backing us up right as we speak, right now, that we can't see, that's in the sky, other ET beings that's literally waiting on us to awaken, bro. People are like, whoa, I wonder why ETs haven't came here. Is it because we're not there? Is it because we're not there technology wise? No, it's because you're not there spiritually. You're not there spiritually, and that's why they haven't. It hasn't been a worldwide connection to these ETB, because we're not ready spiritually. That's the thing. But they don't know this because they've been dumbing down the collective for so many years, bro, throughout all generations. And our moms and parents and granddads went through the worst shit. You know what I mean? They grew up in eras where if you step outside, they'll hang you. That type of shit. They grew up in that type of environment. We got shit easy. You know what I mean? Like, we got shit easy, bro. And, it's crazy out here. Like, we're in an age where everything, like, it's evolving and changing more than ever. More than ever, bro. It's big. It's huge. It's amazing, bro. But yeah, that's the biggest thing for me. That's the biggest thing for me. So yeah, I hope y'all take the information and plug it into y'all lives, because it can help us so much, so grow so much, and it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. Yeah. But I'm gonna do probably like a part 2 or something. um Yeah, see, look, this the video I was talking about, but I don't know if y'all be able to hear it. But she talks about the Lyra and Feline etheric being, where she went through like a Akashic record reading of someone that was a Lyra and Feline etheric being, the one of the Elohim, the one that created and helped birth creation. And just go watch it, okay? Go watch her channel. If y'all watching right now, go to look up Debbie Solaris on YouTube. Go watch her readings, because she literally goes through the Akashic records and talks about these things. You know what I mean? Talks about, yeah, you've been through this or you've been through that, and it's resonating. But yeah, it's a lot. Definitely go watch her video. It's her channel, by the way. This is her channel right here, Debbie Solaris. So definitely go check it out. See what you think about it. But she offers a galactic, like Akashic Records reading. But it's like, everybody want to get that. So just be aware of that. Sign up so you'll be able to see when it's available. Because right now, it's not, okay? Because everybody's buying it up. I can go to, book an appointment. It's not open right now because everybody is buying it up. And she, can't book it. So that's what I got. Let's see. Let's see if it's some other information I want to share with you as well. Ascension Earth timeline. This is, matter of fact, I'm gonna leave the link in the chat. By the way, yeah, I'm gonna leave the link in the chat so y'all can here y'all go. So copy that link, and it basically goes through like the timeline of Earth, what happened, and everything. So you can just go in and watch that, and definitely check that out because it speaks about a lot of the information that you may need to read, that you know may be interesting to you. You know, so definitely check it out. I'll send a link to this as well, so you can tap it, so you can see what that is. It's basically DebbieSolaris.com. I'll send a link to that as well because you got to check that out. There you go. So check both of those out when you get time. When I'm in the live stream, I'm probably gonna do a part 2 soon. I do want to start a podcast either on this channel or just something, but I'll see how I feel about it. But hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, and I'll see you guys in the next live. So I'll see you. Peace.